Let's look ahead to the Sale game. Obviously, league table wise, they're fighting for their lives at the bottom of the table. I know they've targeted this game against Exeter as one that they are hoping to win in that fight for survival. You know, what's it like to have this big kind of bullseye on your backs, as it were?
Well, I think you get it every week anyway, but the reality is they will be. You know, they've already said in the press that they'll be targeting us, which is great. It gives us a real incentive. We can't afford to be caught cold by that. We've got to be as desperate and as ambitious as them, really, because the reality is we've got to keep pushing up this league. And if we have a good month now, it puts us in a really good position. So we're fully focused on ourselves. Getting ourselves up and running. We've had a good couple of weeks in the LV, backed up by some good performances in Europe against some of the top sides in Europe. So we're in a good place. We just need to kick on and produce some good performances, which hopefully will end in the winning results.
Decent memories from Sale from last season. Obviously, Ignacio, funny enough, was the guy who it was almost a one-man band up there last season, wasn't it?
Well, it changed at half-time a little bit. It was more the overall performance. I think the forwards were fantastic. They got us back on the front foot. We played some good rugby, and we capitalised at the right times. But at Sale, it's a different situation this year. It's going to be a tough ask. But it's something we've been excited about for a couple of weeks, and we're looking forward to it.
Hearing Ricky Pello after the game, the win in the LV Cup on the weekend, he was very pleased with how the players had stepped up into the LV squad. Obviously, most of them haven't played a lot of Premiership rugby this season. How difficult has your fellow coaches' jobs been this week to pick a 15 from, if you like, the regular Premiership squad as well as these very good players who've performed so well?
Well, our squad's really deep, and it shows that we can afford to rest a few guys and put in a quality performance against a top draw side like Northampton. So we've got to be well happy with where we are as a squad. That's only going to drive things forward. The guys that get the shirt this weekend have certainly got a bit of pressure on their backs that they know other guys are able to perform at that level. So we're fully focused on that, getting good performance this weekend, and I say it's been pretty tough making the selection decisions.
That's excellent.
In terms of the game itself, though, like Brent was saying, the LV last week saw some really good performances, and guys no doubt would have pushed their claims not just for this week but the rest of the season, really, Ali.
Oh, certainly, and beyond that as well, there's obviously a lot of youngsters that performed fantastically well at Bath and also did really well for the England 20s last week as well. So we've got good progression through the squad. It's exciting that a number of people put their hand up, and it's going to be, as I say, it's a tough selection this week, but we know there's plenty of guys on form, so it's exciting to bring in, to look at what we produced at the weekend with a largely rested first 15, so to speak. But as I say, competitions for places is what we want. It's where it is, and we need to keep those guys motivated. So whenever they get an opportunity, they'll be there to take it.
One man who's had an opportunity in the last couple of weeks is Watasoni Votu. No doubt working closely with him, you must be excited about what he's brought in that first few weeks of games.
Yeah, well, he's created opportunities. He's able to carry. He's strong in the contact area. They're all the things we analysed about him previously when we signed him. So he's brought those things to the table. He's got a little bit to learn. There's areas of his game we can still pick up, but the raw materials are there, and he's a hell of a prospect, really.
When you've done your homework on Sale this week, they're fighting for their lives at the moment, but they're still deep down a very good rugby side and capable of causing an upset.
Oh, well, they've got strong individuals across the board. There's, they only need to look at the international halfbacks, and they can control things if they get the momentum and the platform to play off. So we've got to be right on their game. We know that. We've had a good look at them, and as I say, they're a testing outfit. But if we perform right to our maximum of our ability, we're confident that we can take on any side in the league.